Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. I apologize for my appearance. I am a mess right now. But today's video, or tonight's video, since it's 11:39 where I'm at right now, is about Charles Manson. I have known for a while now that I had a family member who was in prison with Charles Manson. First of all, I just want to apologize for the noise in the background. My cousin's playing a video game. But I have known for a while that I had a family member that was in prison with Charles Manson, and today I finally got the courage to ask some questions. And what I found out was actually pretty interesting. But if you don't know who Charles Manson is, I'll give you a little bit of a background. Charles Manson was born on November 12th, 1934. He died November 19th, 2017. He was an American criminal and cult leader. In mid-1967, he formed what became known as the Manson family, a cult based in California. His followers committed a series of 9 murders at 4 different locations in July and August of 1969. Although the motive for the murders was disputed by Manson, the Los Angeles County District Attorney believed that Manson intended to start a race war. In 1971, he was convicted of first-degree murder and conspiracy to commit murder for the deaths of 7 people, including the film actress Sharon Tate. Now that murder was a year ago, August 8th, a year ago. That murder was years ago. In 1969 on August 8th. So it's been years, obviously. I don't know how many. My brain's not working right now, and I'm too tired to calculate it. But hopefully you're smart enough to know that it's been, a long time. The prosecution conceded that Manson never literally ordered the murders, but they contended that his ideology, constituted an overt act of conspiracy. Manson was also convicted of first-degree murder for the deaths of Gary Hinman and Donald Shea. So that's just a little bit of a background on Manson. Now, to get to why I'm making this video. I have a family member who has not had the best of luck. They've been in and out of prison. So I asked some questions today, and I thought it was pretty interesting, his answers. So I'll start by reading the messages. He says, "Hey, I have a question." He says, "What's your question, kiddo?" I said, "Mom mentioned something about you being in the same prison as Charles Manson at one point. What was your experience with being in the same room as him?" He said, "My first thought was, how the hell could this little dude get all those people to kill?" I said, "I've heard he was very manipulative. Was it weird being around him? What did the other prisoners think of him?" And he said, "He was a weak piece of shit. You know he didn't kill anybody." I said, "I know he's never killed anyone. He had his followers so brainwashed that they did it for him. I've watched several documentaries on him, and I watched a 6-part series about him. I've always thought his case was crazy." He said he was crazy. I said, "Some of the TV interviews I've watched of him, everything he said never made any sense. The reporters that have interviewed him have said they always felt uneasy being in the same room as him." He said, "I talked with one of his followers, Charles Tex Watson, when I was in prison with him, and he told me that a lot of the craziness was due to all the LSD they were all on at the time of the murders." I said, "Charles was crazy from the start. Everything that I've read about him, his mom was very young when she had him, and she didn't really know how to be a mom." He said, "Yeah, he was crazy from the start, but not all his people. They were just easily talked into doing crazy shit, mostly because of the drugs. Let me put it to you this way, kiddo. If Manson, or anyone else for that matter, tried to get me to do something like that, I would have busted him up for asking, and Manson was constantly getting touched up in prison. He had to go into protective custody." I said, "Just seeing pictures of him gives me the creeps. I've also heard that he had to be moved to several different prisons because no one wanted him there." He said, "True, not because he gave anyone the creeps, it was just because he was a piece of shit and no one wanted him around. Now, I've met men in prison that are really scary, but Manson wasn't one of them. I said, that makes sense. So, I just thought it was kind of interesting that I have a family member who, came into contact with Charles Manson. His case has always kind of, intrigued me, and everything that I've researched about him was just, insane. So, there you have it. That is tonight's video. I will probably be posting again pretty soon. So, thank you for watching.